Yes, thank you so much for joining us, all the marriage lovers, the relationship lovers. I usually say, chatutonderwa, that even when you get to a place and say, you know what, enough of this, as in we all want to have a sense of belonging. We all want, whether we admit it or not, whether we have been badly bruised or traumatized, we want to have a sense of belonging. So that in one way or another, that is why we get so happy when people are getting married. We even scream. And by the way, the person that is screaming sometimes is one that whose marriage failed, but they're busy jubilating for another thing. So that means it's God given that we want a sense of belonging. We love it. We enjoy it when other people are creating homes, they are creating families. Like, it's something, there is a celebration around it. Otherwise, people would have stealthily moved into marriages and just started their lives. But the reason as to why we create a celebration around it is because it's an institution that is worth celebrating. So
Absolutely.
even when all the bad things happen, it's still an institution that is worth celebrating.
Yes.
That can never go away.
I'm 46, making 47, but I want my next 40 years
Um,
to be mwah,
to count
when it comes to
the
my home.
happiest, yeah.
I mean, Ariella will be in her 50s. I would want,
I love
yeah,
it. I love it.
absolutely should be in her 50s.
Yeah.
I would want her to say,
Oh, this is the foundation. They showed me the foundation. That's
yeah,
very true.
and that's intentional.
Yeah.
That's living life
Oh,
with
legacy.
intentionality,
Yeah.
that I might not be remembered for anything else, but at least be remembered for loving my wife,
Yeah.
loving my home, loving my family, and
Yeah.
raising up a
Godly
God-fearing,
generation.
a God-fearing family,
Wow.
and children.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful, and that's touching.
And it's intentional, very intentional, that no one makes that decision for you. And I'll tell you for a fact, anything other than that does not pay.
Yeah.
I keep imagining when you cannot lift a hand by yourself in your old age, when even walking is hard, okay?
Yeah.
And will it be the neighbors coming to your rescue,
I know.
or it will be your own children?
And grandchildren.
When-
Remember Tobu
when do you-
helping Kaka?
Exactly.
I know.
Okay, when do you achieve that? It is
In the
now. Now, you could be running around with every girl in the village.
Yeah.
They will all get busy with time and they will forget you ever existed.
Yeah.
The only person who will be there for you is the person you're taking for granted. That's your
Yes.
wife and your children.
Yes.
Now, what kind of seed are you sowing now?
Will you love to repeat?
Would you want to reap that kind of seed? It's a no. You wouldn't want to. So do the right thing.
Yeah. You have the time to
Do the right
to
thing.
change.
Yeah. I said I'm in my late 40s.
Yeah.
Okay? But I'm thinking about the next 40 years of my life.
And how they should be spurred.
Yeah, some of you are 25, 30. You still have the whole...
They are not thinking
You've
about
not-
anything. They are
you've
thinking
not
about
lived-
today.
you've not lived half of your life.
Yeah.
Make the decision right now and be intentional about the kind of life you would want
To live. Wow, that's amazing. And I hope that if you're watching this, you can be able to share it with so many people that you would love to hear such kind of information. Even when what we are going to talk about, we talked about the double standard, faithfulness, double standard when it comes to men, letting them, cheat, and, boys are boys, and, they saw their fathers do this and they are doing all that and what. And now we are flipping the coin, because then they let the women suffer and they let the women be traumatized. But again, there can be healing after infidelity. And this applies to, yes, someone who has who has been caught once. This can apply to someone who has been caught multiple times, but they still have a chance. As in, every chance you get is a chance to turn around, for a turnaround, because you never know whether there is that chance again next time. Because that woman that you have cheated on 5 times, chances are on the 5th time is that last time. That's going to be the whistle blowing, that's going to be the deal breaker. And she'll be like, you know what, even if you bounce to the heaven and earth like a tenor, even if you are the greatest, let me tell you, cheating, even if you are the most handsome man, it makes you the most ugly man. Like, just like you said, a burden that wants to be run away from.
Yeah.
And guess what? There is a woman who will say that, you know what, nsasira n'omukazi gwakwana. As in ng'akulaba ng'ekisasalala ekitalina magezi. Nga even when you are walking, when you are speaking at company meetings, when as in her head she's like, but what kind of,
Yeah.
what kind of foolishness is this? Why? Because she has been there, done that. She has forgiven you multiple times. She has promised herself she wants to create a good family. And I will still bring this in, that some of these women have come back from backgrounds of zero. They have not had parents.
Yeah.
As in, they have promised. I think you heard from the woman that we were talking to recently. And this woman was like, I came from a background where I didn't know my mother. I didn't know my father. I was brought up by a grandmother. And I promised myself that whichever marriage I get to, I do not want to see my children suffer the way I suffered. Just imagine that woman. She has come with all her trauma. She has come with all her pain. You are supposed to heal and provide security and be the leader, be the visionary. But you have also gotten nails. And you have told her, turn your back. And you have started nailing those nails in her back. And now she has nowhere to run to. But most women will die protecting their children. They will get their children underneath them. They will be nailed with all the nails until she gets tired and she's like, no more nails should go through my back. And when she turns her back on you, she will never look back.
That's
She
true.
can endure multiple times, but there will always be a breaking point. There will always be a breaking point.
Okay, so let's dive in. So
Yep.
it's happened. You've been hurt emotionally,
Yeah.
physically,
Yeah,
whatever that you
spiritually,
want
yeah.
to call it, and you're in that place where you don't know what next. Number one, choose you.
Yeah.
Choice of, okay, to choose you means everything else has happened.
Yeah.
I do not have the power to change it or even change my partner, but I choose me right now to at least live. Number two, secure a future for my children. Number three, at least live to see tomorrow.
Yes.
What happens in most cases is you are robbed of the power to choose
Yeah.
when you are hurt. You keep hoping and thinking for the other person who is not hoping and thinking about you.
I know.
So in most cases, the efforts, all your efforts,
Put towards the other person.
okay, are towards
Changing
making
them.
or changing the other person who is saying, I don't think there's anything wrong about me.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong that I am doing.
Yeah.
Call pain, it's not actually
It is
pain.
enjoyment to
So
the other
the
person.
thing here is you make a decision to choose you for now. Why? Your children need you. The community needs you.
Yeah.
Your parents need you.
Yeah.
Your brothers and sisters need you.
That's true.
Someone else is looking up to you. There are people who think you're worth something.
Yeah.
In the moment, think about you. Choose you. Stop being the other person who is
Yeah.
not willing to change. So choose you. So how do we choose ourselves? It's from the things that we do to how we want them to be done. As simple as that. The things we choose to do and how we want to
do them.
do them. Because when we are partners, I have to run certain things by you before I do them. But that is in a partnership.
A partnership.
A healthy
Partnership.
a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
When things go bad, I stop passing things by you because it's to no end.
Yeah. Done that, failed. Why keep doing the same thing? Unless negula. Unless I also don't have confidence in myself. Unless I'm not choosing.
So I have to make decisions. And when I make decisions, I proceed. For example, children must go to school.
Yeah.
And last time they did not. Why? Because you kept expecting your partner
To show up.
And he's nowhere to be seen. You expected him to contribute. I did not contribute. Probably he's been away for the last 2 or 3 months and you don't even know where they are. So I choose to take my kids to a school I can afford or homeschool them. So I make that decision independently because I know you've not been available and you're not willing
Or
to
you
be
have
available.
other priorities.
Byonna can think about all of that. So I make a decision. I choose make the decision and follow through my decision. I will either homeschool my kids, find a cheaper school or something like that. Rather than kutuula nenkabira ekyalo kyonna. Nenkabira ekika kyonna n'ebirala byonna. So now that's an example of some of the things that
you can do. And that is where I will come in and say, when you are taking the route of choosing you must be able to have your own money. As a woman, you must be able to have. It's not even about you choosing you. Naturally, even as a woman, you must be able to work. You must have your own money. Now, otherwise, for the rest of your life, you're going to be at the mercies of other people, and other people are going to be doing you a favor.
And I was speaking with that in the background that I assume
you can afford
at certain least kind of you have some income. If you don't, then of course you have to
start the journey.
Yes, you have to start the journey. You have to start figuring out, or at least
how to go about
get some income, a project, a business, however small it is. At least you have to begin somewhere. Though I like the fact that what I'm saying right now is one thing that women have embraced and have managed and succeeded at so well. You rarely find a woman who's just you rarely. Most women are out there trying something. They are either in a mentorship somewhere, they are either in a social group somewhere, they either belonging to a certain circle somewhere, they're either trading somewhere. So they've been doing that for a while. So that is no longer now new. Back then when we used to teach, we'll tell them please. But right now they are. So I speak from that background. Then number two, you cannot walk the life, or you cannot walk the journey of choosing you before you forgive. Now forgiveness here is two-way. And I would say this about forgiveness. Get the chains off you, throw them away.
Set yourself free.
And walk free. Sometimes people think that you are forgiving
the other person or exonerating
but
them.
What's happening is you're letting yourself free of the cage. You're letting yourself free of the chains that have been put on you for a very long time. Because that's what unforgiveness does. You are caged, you are in chains, and you don't know any better. So you cannot choose you before you actually forgive.
That's true.
Forgive, let go, start the journey. So number one would be forgiveness. And in forgiveness here is I'm untying myself off the chains that have bound me for so long. Now I'm free. It's only a free person that can think straight. It's only a free person that can be sane and sober. It's only a free person that can do
strategize
right
and plan.
things and everything. For as long as you're still held by unforgiveness, it will be very, very hard to choose you. It will be very hard to do anything substantial.
That takes you ahead. But again, I also want to emphasize that there are two types of forgiveness. There is forgiveness where there is repentance and there is repair. That is also forgiveness. There is forgiveness without apology. That is you releasing yourself. Both of them, you are releasing yourself, yes, but there is forgiveness where someone has been remorseful, someone has repented, and someone has taken the journey of repairing this marriage, because it's all not lost. Not in 100, but in 100% there could be one that makes an about turn, or two that make an about turn, but it's still a number, it's still a statistic, and we really have to honor it. That there are people that learn from their mistakes. There are some men that will learn from their mistakes, and some women that will learn from their mistakes and turn around and never actually go back to doing it again. They are few, but they are there, and the number has to be acknowledged. But however, there is a number, the one that we talked about, that have double standards. They will never repent, they will never repair. For them, they are continuing with their damage. They are actually looking for another person, and they're looking for another person, and they're saying hurtful things, as in on top of the act that they have done, they are saying hurtful things. They are behaving in a hurtful way. Like, it's one thing after another. Now, that is when you decide and say, you know what, I am choosing myself, and I am releasing myself from this bondage. I am choosing to forgive even without an apology.
Yeah.
Because if you wait for an apology, it's possible it's never coming.
It will never come.
Yeah.
The thing is, whoever that you want to forgive that does not even know that
they need forgiving.
Yeah,
as in
and they don't care. I was
wrong.
talking to someone and I said, the tears that you shed in your room alone about someone that hurt you, the other person is moving on.
They're eating chicken
happily, party after party,
with another person,
enjoying, having a blast,
Yeah.
posting, updating their social media platforms every 5 minutes.
I know.
So that means to them, nothing really happened. So why do you continue with shedding tears? Why do you continue crying?
Yeah. What are you crying for?
Why? All that you need is let the chains off your hands and legs, because you are bound. You are in chains.
That's why you're stalking. That's why you're following. That is when you're bound, you do a lot of work.
Yeah. So let go. Free yourself of the bondage. You can smile again.
Yeah.
You can afford better. You can do better. You can live better. You can. But it begins with you. So you are not really forgiving the other person because probably they don't even know that you're forgiving them.
I know.
Yeah.
But again, your actions will show.
So I've had discussions where someone says, until he comes to me and apologizes. So my question is, does he even know that he needs to come and apologize to you?
Most of the time
so
they
all
don't.
All your efforts to bring him to the place to acknowledge that he hurt you have failed.
I know. Why
hurt yourself more? Why hurt yourself more? The only place and the only time that they will ever acknowledge that they hurt you is when they have a taste of their own
medicine.
And the Bible says God is not mocked.
Yeah.
For what a man sows, he will reap.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, they will reap what they have been sowing. It's then that they will remember
that
one pastor who says, so it's at that point now that they will know that,
it was hurtful. It was this painful.
So they will come to a healed person to try to apologize,
and you don't want.
And you don't
want. And you don't want.
And you just tell them that no, I dealt with that so many years ago. I'm good.
That's true. Because one side of the forgiveness, the repenting and the repair, is a couple learning to navigate trust issues, healing, the rebuilding of a marriage. But there is the other side where you have to get the discernment of when to walk away.
Oh, yeah. When to
and
walk
it exists
away.
Because according to the Bible, that is biblical. That infidelity can be actually a cause of divorce. It is allowed in the courts of law.
Yeah. Where you're like, enough
is enough. I mean, I expected you to change. You didn't change. You've done the same thing again, and I am here crying. I'm the one apologizing. I'm the one working extra. And it's possible that you actually have more money, and maybe I counted on you to be the leader to provide the security and everything else, but I will go with my small money and start somewhere else. And you have never seen a woman rebuild like a woman that has been mocked.
Wow. Say that again. That's so powerful, Hilda.
A woman that has been mocked will build ngateyere kayo. They will build empires.
Yeah.
And indeed, one day, some of the men have tested it. They turn around and want to apologize and want to even...
Yes.
And
be
the woman is like I'm not even angry
I'm no longer
anymore. But I don't fit in your armpits anymore. I don't fit in your pockets.
Oh, that's
Find
freedom.
Someone else. That is
freedom.
Total freedom. That's super freedom.
That's freedom. Hilda, freedom is expensive.
Yeah.
Freedom is tough.
It's a high
freedom
price.
Is a high price.
Oof.
And I know that in most cases, people fear the price of freedom. It's from, we've built a lot together. And how do I start? The couple not a couple, the lady of yesterday, you will tell that what she's saying without saying is,
Yeah.
I don't know where
To
to start.
Yeah. How to live
I
without him.
am here because it gave me the documentation that helped me travel to get to this place that I am right now. So if anything happens now,
Where
probably
do I start?
I might be deported. I have a child. What do I do? We've encountered ministers who will tell you, we've built a church where there are 800 people, 1,000 people.
Yeah.
What do we tell them? How do we start?
I know.
So paying the price becomes hard, very, very hard.
Yeah,
That you have
it's
to
steep.
endure, you have to keep sacrificing,
It's
you
so
have
steep.
to...
But you're covering for one person.
but of course,
I know.
of course. Sometimes it's two way. Sometimes you're
There are
covering,
some
but
scenarios.
sometimes you're thinking about the fact that some others will tell you that where I come from, no one has ever done this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be considered a reject.
I know.
My family will laugh at me. My people will laugh at me. The community.
They thought otherwise.
So freedom
It's
is
expensive.
expensive. It's tough. But sometimes you look back and you're like, why did I take this long?
I know. I should have done it sooner.
Why did I take this long? Because we're looking at scenarios where someone comes every day, nakukuba nakusamba nagamba
Nakulangira.
nviira yogenda ddi.
Nakulaga
Okay?
they're doing you a favor.
And the next thing, when he wants to be warmed up in bed,
He comes.
he comes to you.
Nga talina
So
nsonyi.
what kind of slavery?
Yeah.
Because even your slave master would have a bit of unsonyi not to act that way. At least will give you a letter of dismissal and
that
say,
you know
I've
this is
dismissed
it.
you. Go.
But someone keeps you around. It's like they don't need you, but they need you.
In a situation where I'm supposed to be your wife, or I'm supposed to be your husband, I'm supposed to be your partner, I'm supposed to be the mother of your children, but at the same time, you do not want to acknowledge that I am. Neither do you want to bring me close as one. Neither would you want to treat me as one.
Love me, give me
Byonna.
security. Yeah.
So, every time there is like a simple
It's a suspense.
a problem, you're telling me, yonviira ddi nakukowadda mukazi gwe.
I know.
You understand? So it's a tough game. It's a tough
Mixed
place.
signals,
It is so painful. So while we think about how to navigate the healing journey after we've been hurt, are you even hurt? Do you even know that you're hurt? Do you even know that you're in pain? Or
I know.
it's
You don't even
until
acknowledge it.
it's until you're treated badly that you remember that you're
Yeah.
actually hurt.
Yeah.
Because for someone who's been hurt for a very long time, they get to a point where they think it's a lifestyle or it's their way of life.
Or others are also
Or-
facing the same thing.
Yes, I've had Hilda sometimes in you know how she loves the girl child, where she's crying because she's thinking about someone's situation and what they are going through, and she's in a lot of pain, and she's like, how can someone live like that?
They've allowed it.
Why go through all of that? And I'm like, Hilda, omuntu gw'okabira tamanyi
Tamanyi nti alina
nti-
ebizibu.
you understand?
Her eyes have not yet opened.
Exactly. So this person thinks it's now become normal that I'm bannangira buli lunaku ne bankubamu empi bbiri n'ekiggwa.
Netumala tuli bafumbo.
There was a certain girl, very beautiful girl. Sometimes she would come and say, ng'eriiso lizimbe bwe liti. Nagamba nno manyi yankubidde ku buko. We had gone to visit my sister-in-law,
Imagine.
you know. And I'm like, so how did you get there? Yeah, we just had a disagreement about something in the bedroom.
And he beat me.
So I stayed in the bedroom. I don't want to get out. I just sneaked out. Nga saagala
Bandabe.
bandabe nti nzimbye eriiso.
So okumulaba is a bigger problem. Her freedom is not an issue at
Not
all.
an issue.
And church has preached that, society has preached that, culture has preached that, that actually you should be more ashamed about walking away than fighting. for your
So
freedom.
whatever it is that you fear, the Bible is very clear. The Bible says, what I dreaded has befallen me.
Yeah.
As in what I dreaded for a long time has befallen me. So it will
It will come.
But the issue is, at what age?
At 50, when
So-
there's nothing to do
so-
about anything.
At 50.
I know. There are so many women that have done that.
We're not advocating for you to leave, but we are saying
Face it. Head on.
you can live for more.
Yeah.
Even our Lord Jesus walked away from toxic people. He did not call them
He had
otherwise.
boundaries.
He had boundaries. He had language.
Mpulukutuza emisota.
Yes, and you walked away from them.
Yeah.
So we're not saying we advocate for divorce or separation or because of it here. But we're like, if you must,
There is no repentance.
if
there is
you
no
must
repair.
get to a place where you need your healing, pursue it.
Yeah.
If you must come to this marriage, maybe come back later. But don't die
When there is repentance.
unreasonably.
And yeah.
and stupidly. Most especially when it comes to, for example, I'll tell you, I cannot allow my daughter to go through that. She is my daughter even at 60, at 50, at 70, or I don't care. She is still,
My
if I'm
daughter.
still alive,
Yeah.
I will not allow a man to musamba mukuba mpi kola ki.
And then agume bugume.
I will tell her, omanyi, kino bo kikoye,
Muveeko.
mwala wange muleke kabeere wano.
Mbate nkyamwagala.
Nsigala nga ndi
Ayagala omuntu
muzadde,
amuyisa bw'atyo.
nsigala nga ndi muzadde, nsigala nga mpulira obulumi ku lw'omwana owange, and I would want to fight for them for as long as I'm still alive.
Yeah.
As simple as that. So it is someone's daughter. It is someone's child. They would want better. They would want. That's why they have raised them a certain way.
Yeah.
So Bobo Mukoya, at least the best that you can do,
Muzzeyo.
muzeyo gye wamujja. Ogambe nti
Mugambe sikyakwagala.
toddanga. And then ebirala bitandikira awo.
But most of those people, they actually don't want to lose that person. They still want to cheat on you over and over again. So that,
it
just like you
depends.
said, it's you choosing you.
It depends. Some actually.
Baba bakoye. Anti kakati abakoye, but they disguise. They don't say it. Yeah? Abakoye, they disguise, they don't say it, but that is where you must be able to choose you as the woman that these things are actually happening to. Because what does forgiveness require? I think forgiveness requires that there is repenting, there is accountability. We've met so many people in therapy that there is therapy that someone actually says, you know what, let's go and meet a therapist, sit down and talk about our issues so that we both know how to go about this and how to navigate about this. And you will see that there is transformation in not only in the behavior but in the heart and what they want to do going forward.
That's
and
true.
they will actually live it.
Yeah.
And you will see it.
That-
and you
yeah.
will be the one that says, okay, I'm still hurt, but they are trying.
Yeah.
I'm still hurt. And that is why we say that recovery is a process. We don't expect that it's going to be an about turn. That the following day or something like that.
It's just magical.
It's just
like,
magical.
there's
It's
a
going to
process.
be a journey, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a journey of accountability,
Yeah.
and they are going to allow to be accountable
Yes.
to you.
So it's genuine.
So it's going to be genuine, and you can actually see it.
Yep,
And
agree.
if you see that there is no, it's not genuine, you can still tell. So that means whether someone has repented or has not repented, you will always, the signs will always
Will
be
show,
there.
yeah.
They will show, and what your next course of action
Will be.
should be.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So don't bury your head under the sand
Yeah.
and expect that everything is going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then no one should ever lie to you that, buli musajja, every man does it. Because all men have been blanketed like that, according to the society and the world generally. That, all men are supposed to be like that. So now people are sitting in very abusive marriages because apparently everyone is suffering in their marriage. Not everyone is suffering in their marriage. There are people that are in marriages that are respectful, that their partners are loyal to them, that they actually uphold them, that they trust them, and so they're beautiful marriages.
Out there.
And then you cannot say that, because everyone is having it bad, so I should also sit in something that is really bad. No, audit it. Take inventory. What is happening in that marriage? If it's not the kind of marriage that you would uphold, And I don't think that God, in all his wisdom, he'd expect a person to just sit. I think he said that we are wise. We should be wise. Yeah, we should be cunning. A person that is cunning, a person that is wise, is a person that reads the patterns.
Yeah.
And is a person that actually acts accordingly. Is not a person who buries their head under the sand. Because most of these things, why is it that we have generations that keep doing the same things? There are some women that have watched their mothers suffer, and they have thought marriage is all about suffering.
Yeah.
And so they have gone with the same notion into their marriages. And they have also suffered, and they're still passing on the batons
Yeah,
of suffering.
yeah.
And yet you can be that generation that says that suffering ends with me, that actually does not cross to another generation. So if I must stand still, if I must speak up, if I must make a decision that is not pleasing to the majority, because you're not here to please the majority.
Nope.
You're not here for people to line up back on your back and
Exactly.
vote you. You're not here for votes.
Yeah.
You're not a politician.
That's
This
true.
is a life that we are talking about.
Absolutely.
And not just a life, your life, but a life of your daughters and your sons that are coming after you.
Proudly.
So that means you redeem them.
Yep.
The sacrifice you're paying is not for only you.
Yeah.
You are saving a generation. That there will be boys that will decide to love their women. That there will be girls who will say, I cannot settle for less than what I deserve. And you have saved a generation.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting the way one person,
Yeah.
and I think I've said it before, where I've mentioned things like all marriages are different.
Yeah.
And I've said things like other tests are different. What you call so hard, another has conquered so easily.
That's true.
What you call so complex, another one has,
It's a walkover.
So marriages have different experiences, and we all go through different experiences. But depending on personality and upbringing, the culture, communities, and everything, we've been shaped a certain way. Now, there's no better place for you. By the way, we've been talking about women, but there are some men who are also being abused.
Of course.
There was a time I had this discussion where a man said, my wife beats me. Now, amongst us as men, it's not something that you would say. By the time
It's
a
demeaning.
man can have the confidence to sit with you as a fellow man and tell you, this is what happens. The way I was raised, I was told, never ever lay your hands on a woman. But this is what my woman beats me, provokes me, until I feel like maybe I should.
Yeah.
But then I remember that I'm not supposed to do it. And I walk away quietly. But it never stops.
Yeah.
It keeps on
Happening.
and on and on and on. And sometimes I'm in this place and I'm like, now what do I tell this guy? He loves his wife, loves his family, loves his children, but is also silently being abused.
Yeah. Even cheating on him. There are some women who cheat properly.
Yes. And then the blackmail as well.
Yeah.
That's something that you think should be held accountable for, but then turns the tables and blackmails the guy.
Yes.
And the guy is shut up, speechless, and even ends up apologizing.
Yeah.
And this has happened more with men because of some of them were like, Tim, you're so blessed to have Hilda. I wish I would have 10% of Hilda in my wife. And I'm like, you can have 120% or even more.
Yeah.
But some of them will tell you, maybe it was because of how. This thing where you chase a girl, and sometimes I've told men, I'm like, a girl will fall in love with you the first day they meet you.
That's true.
When they say they are not interested,
they mean it.
just know that they mean it. You're going to be tolerated. Even if it's after
For the
5
rest
children,
of your
even if
life.
it's after 5 or 10 children, they will walk away. And you don't have to be in a place where you're tolerated. You don't have to be in a place where regular. There's some men that gamband, I don't anything in my life that I don't want to even hear about is losing her. So I am being abused, yes.
But I still want to be here.
still want to be here.
They have failed to choose themselves.
They can't choose themselves, and they don't even know what to call it.
I know. It
So
looks far-fetched.
So healing is almost impossible.
I know. You're in the same
Because
cycles.
now they have been in that kind of life for a very long time that they can only think about how to survive in there.
That's so painful. Especially for a man, that is really, really painful. And just like I said it for the women, for a man, in this case, you're also a liberator. When your boy children see you tolerating that, they think that is how life is supposed to be.
And so sad.
So whichever relationship they go to, even if in school with just friends,
Baba
they will
begula.
always think that women have an upper hand.
Yeah.
And so they're always like begula, and they feel like the second, citizens, second-class citizens, and forever, even when they go into
Even
their
in
marriage. So you
workplace.
are molding them.
Even in the workplace, those are the kids that you find cannot speak up for themselves.
They can't.
Think if they do, they might be thrown out.
I know, or someone will shout at them, and so they behave like
So lack of self-esteem,
everything.
confidence,
which is not right.
yeah.
Which is
So
not
you
right.
think in that kind of case, a man should stand up to that woman?
Yeah, a man should be able to stand up, and a man should be able to choose their way. And by the way, with women, okujjako nga oli yaguba nnyo nga mubi nnyo, most of when a man takes his stand, the woman will fall in her place. Most of the times, apart from oli nga mubi bubi. But the moment a man takes his place, for as long as, just imagine, this man has just been there, agreeing to everything, all the double standards and everything else. And one day he just chooses that, you know what, I am going to have my own schedule. I'm going to do my own things. The other thing that you talked about, independent of you. I will decide what I do, how I spend my money, where I buy land, whatever it is that I do. Because for the longest time, I have passed them by you, but I think you have taken me for granted for a very long time. And then the woman gets to know that there is a land that you bought. She will be peeping all the time, anonya, like, yaliguze nani. Because now she's thinking, empisa zange mbi, it's possible that he's replacing me with the first thing, by the way, a woman will always think that maybe
there's another woman.
There is another woman, and that is why you're doing things independently. Because abadamanyide sechibotewe.
Yes.
Just like on the other hand, when a woman becomes independent, the first thing the man will think is, there's another man
her?
who is
Who is
advising
advising
her,
her?
who is taking her time, who is doing what. So he will even become an investigator just to not to rectify his bad manners, but to catch the other person. That is why I usually tell women that be very careful. When you're trying to be independent of a man, do not involve another man.
Yeah, that's true.
Be alone. Take years if you must before you even date any other person.
Absolutely.
So that you are respected, that you did not mix issues.
That's true. Oh, that's powerful.
Let him follow you. Let him do everything. Agamina yo mukazi. Kale kakusange ngoze wa Bahati. Kakusange ngoze wa Bahati. Oba ngoline Bahati onywa kachai. You're talking through your issues and you're getting, financial discipline. You're getting investment discipline. You're getting, how to be able to move your life on without really, relying on them. And then kale kabagamente Bahati akuonona, because I love spoiling people. If I'm spoiling them the right way, I love spoiling women, even men who are being tortured by the way. So many of them have come to me, and I love spoiling them, because then I will give you a roadmap of being independent and minding your business, taking your water and growing.
Though on record, I've tried that with some of what you just said. I've tried that out with some men, and I have not been able to execute. A few that I've tried to execute, again, they have gone to extremes.
Yeah, balancing it. By the way, this is what I usually
Others
do.
completely failed, but a few that I've tried, they've gone to extremes.
It's very, very true. I'm glad you talked about it. Because in so many cases, I have even told the women of those men, I've told them, bwe mukukwatiramu ne mutereeza, chances atojja kuba na mwami.
Yeah.
So believe me or not, the moment he gains his confidence and decides to make decisions, he's going to exclude you.
Yeah, he's going to go into extremes.
Because he was so good,
because
and you treated him bad.
In that process, the first thing that they risk, the risk is on what they fear the most, and the risk is losing the woman.
So if they no longer fear
so
that,
when they take that risk and overcome it, so they go, most cases,
extreme.
They go extreme.
They become bad
because
boys.
they have dealt with the worst fear that they had in their lives.
I know.
Negula to get this woman, and mbadde negula for the last 5 years to keep her. And right now, I don't fear losing her. Then what next?
I know. Then he can do anything.
So they go to
So
extremes.
it's quite a thin line.
It's a tough one. It is a tough one. So I've sometimes tried to gauge on a mukutent here, because some of them, when they try, they go extreme. So bringing them back becomes a bit hard. Becomes quite hard, by the way.
I know.
Because there are times their life takes a spin.
They enjoy more the other side.
Yes,
they're like there was this freedom.
Oh boy.
That I can actually call the shots.
Yeah.
I can actually make my own decisions. For the longest time, I've been begging. I've been, all these things.
But then the beauty here is, for you who's watching a show like this, don't allow to get to that. If you're a woman, tone down.
I know.
Choice of language. Guy has come home with his friends, and you speak at him like you're speaking to
a kid, not even a kid,
or a houseboy or a house help or something. As in, you're speaking to a security
man deserves
guard.
Respect in his own home.
He asks a very simple question, and you're like, Google it. Ask Google, ask ChatGPT.
I know. Asaba chayi omanyi benikajeri.
And it's very painful, because with us men, when I invite my fellow men over home, the best I would want at least be respected when they're around. But and then I have said this before, in most cases when fellow men see their men being disrespected by a woman, in most cases they walk away.
I know.
But then they will
bad.
never respect you ever again.
Yeah.
And they will never forgive you.
I know. For torturing their fellow man.
And for us men, we feel for our fellow men. In our discussions, we rarely discuss women. But when it comes to things like that, we're like, walabyo bwe yayisiza bbaawe kati waba yakikoze nga weetuli, how much more nga tetuliiwo? We feel the pain for them because we don't want that happening to us in our own homes. I mean, and I'm for real.
That's true.
Our discussions are politics, football, because bichi. But by the time we can get 2 minutes or 5 minutes
to talk about you,
to feel painful on behalf of our brother, then we mean it.
Yes, no,
it's too painful.
You have wrapped her up and put her in a certain...
Yes.
And I think on the side of the women...
And on the flip, when we come home, when we even go back to our homes, we talk about you
to the wife,
because we hope that our wives can take borrow a leaf or a tree from you.
That's true. That's
so we want almost the same, and we don't even know how to communicate it.
Now on the
I have had boys at my house, and they're like, Hilda cooks. Wow, Hilda served us. Wow, I don't know why they think like that. So I'm like, yeah, she does. And then the next thing's like, that's what I would want for my own home. You realize that?
Yeah.
That's powerful. But just imagine if
it
walked
were
away
the other
saying,
side, it would be so absurd. Mukazi tumulabire eno ebweru naye
kyayogera nekyakola bya njawulo.
To be so sad.
No alignment between what she talks and what she does, because we were in her home. I can't live there for 5 minutes. I don't think I will.
And that will spread like wildfire, because bad news spreads. Yeah, bad news spreads. But on the flip side of the women, when the women face such a thing, there are women that are addicted to trauma and being abused. Yeah. So now those ones will tell you, Guma, Oloza, everyone is whatever, even yours is better. But there are those who are not addicted, who are a bit,
Hilda,
they decided
it's not
to
addiction. They are going through the same.
Of course.
And they don't know
any other better.
So that's why influence. That's why influence is really, really key. Who are the people that you hang out with?
Exactly.
What are they
speaking into your life?
Because when you meet a person who's been in that life for a very long time, don't expect them to tell you otherwise.
Nothing else. They will tell you that is how it's supposed to be. They will even rebuke you.
Yeah.
But one that has seen better will be like, that's not treatment for a woman. That is not how a woman is treated. Yeah. No, I'm not coming back to your marriage. Live with your chiman alone. And by the way, every time, but never come to me with your issues.
Yeah.
I've already told you he's a bad man. Yeah, so there will be different kind of reactions to that. But just like we said, as we try and bring this to a wrap, The forgiveness is possible when there is repentance, when there is repair, when there is rebuilding.
Yeah.
But you must be wise. If none of those things are existent, you must be wise to discern when the time is comes for you to be able to walk away or choose you and be able to do you and, go ahead with with your life. Now, when it comes to rebuilding, the proper way of rebuilding, number one, that we know very well that has worked for so many people, is therapy and counseling.
Yeah, that's true.
Where there is mediation, not just from therapists and but some people have trusted their pastors, some people have trusted, but it must be someone that has the power to speak into your life about that particular, because some people take you to a person that they know that does the same weird things, because they know that that person is going to be on their side.
Speak their language.
And so most of the women have been put as, and they'll be like, what kind of woman are you? Because some of these are not just men, but it falls both sides. The spouse that is being accused sometimes can easily turn tables, and they have an upper hand. They speak so well and they convinced everyone else. I've seen scenarios where a woman says, I went and I looked and I couldn't say anything because everything looked the way he said it. It seems like I'm the one with bad manners, and yet I'm the one that has endured. And I was speechless. I was the one crying. And they told me to apologize. And they told me to pack up my things and go back to the man's place. And because you are this obedient, naive girl who does not know that there is such a thing as choosing yourself, you also packed up and went. But no one is living in that marriage for you. While they are beating you, while you're being cheated on, while you feel disrespected, while you cry yourself to sleep, while you cannot even eat because you're depressed, while you cannot even sleep, you actually need antidepressants to be able to sleep. The next thing is, they're there because Balalu. Some of them are there because of bad marriages. Most of them are there because of bad marriages. People have lifted their skirts and put them on their heads and walked on the streets like madmen because of the repayment. They're like, if this is how you're paying me after everything that we have gone through. People have gone mad. It takes a small thing to tick someone's brain to the extreme. Now, if you are the kind of person that is going to just tick that button to make sure that someone can be mad, be taken to Butabika, or even go to the extreme of choosing themselves and minding their business, like, woe unto you. Because whatever is coming to you, you are going to reap in full measure. Pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing and running over. Thus says the Lord. If you say that he cannot be mocked, what you sow is what you reap. It will come to you. A taste of your own medicine, but shaken together, pressed down, and overflowing. It will be flowing into your bosom.
Oh, should be out of here.
For us, it's to talk about these things, enlighten you and bring these things to light, and show you what is happening in different people's homes, and show you what the possibilities are. The choice is yours. Just like when you come to our therapy sessions, we tell you the choice is yours. We cannot choose for you.
Absolutely.
We cannot decide for you. But we will even ask you, you will even contribute to the options. And that is why sometimes I even have the audacity to send you back, and I'm like, you know what? You're not yet tired. Go back. Enjoy your hula bala. When you are tired, find me. You'll find me, and you will make a decision that really suits you. We love you. Let's leave you at this. Join IMI if you're a man, and if you're a woman, you can send your man. Send your man to IMI. Some of you have sent me messages, and I know I've shared numbers for you to be able to get in touch. For those of you that want the land deal as well for Inspire Men Initiative, please make sure that you reach out. We'll make sure that you actually get into the land project, and then you come to the session so that you can learn. In this generation, it's about personal growth. It has to be intentional, it has to be useful, it has to be continuous. Absolutely. So join and learn and grow. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.